subscribers to my channel of an everyday encounter in an ordinary life of an aspect. It has brought to my attention, as I said, I'm bringing out these introvert and extrovert series, and hopefully to differentiate between the two, and also just hopefully giving you guys a heads up to what it is and why sometimes, like I'm sharing right now in part 2, the misconception and misunderstandings of these two labels, we could call them as, pretty much as this day and age. So without further ado, pretty much I'm just hoping that yours are having a good day, and I'll start now. There's been so many misconceptions or misunderstandings to what an introvert and extrovert really is, or what it really means. Some may think to introverts being the quiet one, the shy one, the socially awkward. They don't seem to want to talk, even if they feel that people on the opposite spectrum may think that they're just to totally blank ignore us, you know, while we're loud and proud, liking to talk and socialise in the real world. You know, this is not quite true, however, it's far from it. We introverts, pretty much how I look at it, we are still classified as people, okay, like extroverts or anyone in general, no matter what label, mentality or what have you characteristics we may present to others. Many introverts, pretty much how I look at it, is just has similarities in between the extroverts as well. But it's, after all, we're still people, and it's just how we bring ourselves about, pretty much showing our characteristics, behaviour and thinking patterns on the table to thing. And sometimes some people may fool us in the way of how they think, act and speak. I don't know, but this is just the funny way things are in the world of psychology, I guess. An extrovert, however, is usually drained from having time alone and recharges by hanging around people, while introverts feel drained at a faster rate than an extrovert, pretty much, when they spend faster rate or time period, I should say, and will need to refuel, rewind or relax on their own without having others around them. Okay, as I said before though, however, with the introvert, about this social awkwardness and some of those characteristics, I just want to address that shyness does however have a few elements which are pretty much in between apprehension, anxiety and nervousness. Introverts are more concerned with their minds of the inner world. They'll tend to avoid social events if they have to, or even social situations. Introverts love to think, explore their thoughts and feelings. They are good with their imagination. This can be true to the point where introverts can be good socialists, however, if given the time frame. Another misconception or misunderstanding or assumption of an introvert, however, is when they want to be alone or left alone. It's not a sign of depression itself. Again, this is far from it. Many people make that assumption it is. And then sometimes another one that people may think with people that are introverts that wants to be left alone is, oh, they just don't give a flying fuck about what that other opposite person who is an introvert is saying. Of course, we're paying attention. We're great listeners. Again, as I said before, when that time comes when they do go out and retreat, it's not just plain blank ignore use. It's like I said before, many times before, my series of the socialization tank. Pretty much we need to refuel, recharge our little batteries from being around people. Or it's just plain blank range that we may want to just be left alone to gather our thoughts and whatever happened in our day. If something bad happened, and we can just reflect and rewind and think to ourselves what to do. Being with people for introverts, even with people they like or know, or even with people in whom they feel comfortable with, doesn't mean that they're never ever going to have conversations with you. Far from it, again. We need to stop assuming this. Excuse me. You may think that they're not good at having conversations with you. Yeah, most of the conversations they may have with others are about ideas and conceptions about what considers matters, what more consider trivial matters of social small talk what matters to them the most, pretty much. Even though on the bit spectrum there, or scale there with introverts, they pretty much like to be in depth conversation, pretty much, and that they're likely to be good at other things. Another assumption or misconception about an introvert, however, is they don't like people. Yet again, that's wrong. In fact, Susan Cain quoted in a book from Quiet the Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking, which I'm going to leave this reference for you guys to have a look at if you want to read the book. She said, introverts can be warm, interested in others, and powerful in their own given right. Yet, the stigma many still attach themselves to being an introvert, as this will lead to people otherwise incline themselves to have tendencies to resist or more, so deny them within themselves as an introvert. Okay, I want to bring out pretty much a few questions to you, all based on this behavioural traits that I've shared with you of an introvert, because this will give us a better understanding and being able to learn more about the behavioural traits as well as the attitude of an introvert by our own personality, if we are one or not, by asking ourselves some questions to think about and to question ourselves, which are the following. 1. Do you enjoy having time to yourself? In answering to the yes or no, this can give us a chance to having a break from others and to rejuvenate, refresh and recharge our batteries, getting to know ourselves better as a person. Yet plenty of times we enjoy social activities and social get-togethers. Number 2, your best thinking occurs when you're by yourself. Do you find that when you're alone, you think better and you have more clarity, understanding of what's going on around you, a better, clearer understanding of what you need to do through your day, be it, you know, if you're running on schedule or what have you. This pretty much, in this case for an introvert, aren't imposed to by group meetings or discussions. When on their own, they can solve a problem to come up with a creative solution. Number 3, you lead best when others